it's been a pretty long couple days.
Lauren looks like a cute little mushroom right
I love the hat, Lauren. That's very cool.
You're so adorable.
I love your shirt too, Darby. Oh my gosh, we're live. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Wayward 7. Joining us here today for episode 5. It's 5, episode 5.
We can count this.
So before we get into the episode tonight, I have some very special announcements from a missing person over here, wherever he is.
Hey guys.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh.
So it's that time of year again.
Uh-huh.
It's that week between Christmas and New Year's when time doesn't exist. But after this time will exist again. And when time exists again, you're going to want to be subscribed to our channel and have the notification bell turned on. Because we're going to start pumping out some exciting content beyond our normal Wednesday night streams. So make sure you're subscribed and have notifications so you won't miss any of it.
I feel like that was threatening in a way.
Really?
It may be.
It's assertive, but threatening.
I felt threatened.
All right, well, Ethan, if you're finished.
Yeah, just subscribe. And turn on the bell.
Okay, yeah. You guys heard him right. Subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe, guys.
Turn on the bell.
Subscribe.
Turn on the bell.
Turn on the bell.
Turn on the
Always
bell.
have the bell.
Have the bell. All right. Okay. So, Lauren, do
Me?
you have some interesting things to say?
Just staying tuned on Instagram at @thewayward7. Our TikTok handle also being the same. That's where we post our updates on if there's any changes on schedule or if we have any fun new things coming to our channel. You can see some behind the scenes clips, some fun facts about each player. You can even ask questions and see if there's something you want to see us do. You just let us know on either of those and we'll incorporate it somehow.
All right.
Maybe.
So, I think that was everything. If everybody's good, we give thumbs up. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, great. So let's go ahead and hop into tonight's game.
Is it not the soft ones?
Oh, welcome back. I think we're good to go. Eat your mince fast. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I think that being said, we are ready to get into tonight's game. So, last time we left off, the party journeyed to the northern mountains with Kallies, a odd tiefling enchantress, who had put up a bounty or a job request over at the Brass Lion Adventurers Guild. That being said, you guys opted to take it in hopes to get a 100 gold reward and a sizable discount at her shop for the next visit. That being said, you opted to do that instead of go to the horse stables. There was some discussion about that and confusion, but you guys went and got the magic shop stuff, not the horse stables. So
Let's not worry about
clarification. That being said, you guys traveled throughout the city, stopped by a potion shop of alchemical purposes named the Worm and Wyvern. You guys then proceeded to meet up with Kallies. or Kallies. I keep saying Kallies, I don't know why.
I know, I keep writing down the
That's
two
you.
Do
words.
you guys say
Well,
it too?
her
We're
name
not
is-
plugging
her name
in
is
any
Kallies,
shows that
yes.
might be similar to our.
Oh no, that one! That one.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, no, you're right. That
Okay.
is very similar. I didn't think of that. I
Well,
gotta read.
It's
I need
just
to
a
say my
nickname
names
for
out loud before I write
Kallies.
them down on the NPC list. Anyway, moving on. Kallies!
See us.
Kallies. Kallies guided them, with the help of Nastani, up the side of the mountain, into which you guys helped her find this very rare metal known as adamantite. It is very rare, very hard to obtain, and can only be found in very strange regions, such as the mountaintops here. So, with that being said, you guys waited through the snow for a little bit until Darrow stumbled upon a cavern, in which immediately found a very large chunk of it, enough to bring back and definitely count as enough for the reward. However, upon entering, both Icarus and Darrow were assaulted by two basilisks, a large one and a slightly smaller one. You guys dealt with the basilisk. Unfortunately, during the combat, Icarus, though taking no damage, was turned to stone. However, both Nastani and Darrow finishing off the basilisk, Kallies came by quickly to help Icarus up, and with that, party fully kind of catching their breath and everybody still in one piece, thankfully. You guys toted the adamantine back to the cart, in which you headed back down the mountains. So, that being said, as you guys are traveling down the mountains, Nastani helping with the reins as Kallies kind of sits off to the side with her broken arm, just kind of enjoying the ride for once. See, there's a look of heavy relief on her as the job is almost complete, and you see that there was a lot of mental pressure there weighing on her. But she kind of just leans back and, goodness.
How you holding up?
I'm fine now. I am very. Oh, I was worried back there for a minute. I saw the basilisks and attempted to cast and realized that I would be of little help until
It's okay.
afterwards.
I mean, you wouldn't want to injure your other arm, because then you definitely wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well, then I wouldn't be able to do the one part I still can, forging and enchanting. It's still very hard though, but this should be enough. I should be able to recuperate my stock and supplies and hopefully get everything back going.
What's wrong with your arm?
She kind of stops for a second. Make a persuasion check for me.
Can we all mark a long rest, because we're all traveling?
Not yet. It has not been a day.
13.
13. She looks a bit cautious, but after the recent events, and she kind of begins to unwrap her hand, and you kind of see that, where her kind of the red scarlet skin turns to this sickening kind of black.
Ooh.
You see that the whole hand is kind of covered in necrosis.
Is this something I could help you with?
I am not welcome at the temple, so I do not know. It would take some powerful magic to undo, but it was an incident during the forging of a recent item.
So it's necrotic damage.
It seems to be a necrotic infliction.
What were you forging?
A spear of sorts. It was a request to fuse it with these gems a person had found. The client dropped them off and gave me specific instructions, and I thought it was feasible. However, you can see it has been quite dampening on my work since then.
Do you know when you'll be better? Is it something that's just got to heal over time, or is it something you have to go get fixed?
I would hope the former rather than latter.
Mm-hmm.
I am not keen on going to places of healing.
They just don't like you?
Some people are still caught in their ways.
Well, I think that's stupid.
I do too. I come from a far-off land, and not only am I an outsider, but I am marked different than others too.
Where are you from?
I am from across the sea. I come from a place called Statespa.
Ooh.
It's a lot warmer there.
Would I know the country she's talking about?
Make a history check.
20 not natural.
20 not natural. Okay. Very rarely talked about in Arkza, but being a student of history and many other cultures, you have heard of Statespa, and you have heard of recent events within the last 100 years really being quite ground-shaking for the people there. Roughly about 40 years or so ago, there was a large exodus of people from the continent of Voshan, in which Statespa is located, and actually came closer to Hvöllhelm and settled there within the outer islands that were uninhabited mostly due to large vicious monsters and sorts. But the people who fled from their country took claim to them, and the people of Haras and Mizumi had no problem, seeing as most of it was kind of lost land to them. I would say that is about the extent you would know about the country.
So, do you miss your home?
It's been a while since I've been there. It was alright. But I've made my life for myself here, and I do not intend to leave it. Despite what others may think.
Well, you just have to make your own way in the world.
Well, I certainly do.
Right.
After all.
Can I try cure wounds on you?
You can try.
I'll try a few things.
Do you have the spell slots for it?
Yes.
Okay. So you're casting Cure Wounds on the arm?
Yes.
Read me Cure Wounds real quick.
This one says it just regains a number of HP equal to 1d8 of your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. So as you lay your hands on the arm, there's kind of the faint golden glow from underneath the gauntlets. Pull back. Unfortunately, it does not look like it was affected.
Alright.
I think it is a bigger affliction on the scale of a curse.
What about, okay, curse?
But I appreciate you trying.
So it needs to say a curse? Can I see what I'm saying? Like lesser restoration, poison, none of that way?
I don't know. You read them to me, and you can try them if you have the spell slots and the materials to cast them.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
I think greater restoration might do it, but not lesser.
I don't have it yet, yeah.
so that being said,
Well, Ness, why don't you ask her to check out that tiara that you got?
Oh, I was okay. Can you? I'm gonna try and like pull it while I'm holding on to the reins. I got this for helping out a circus. He gave it as payment for helping him rein in one of his creatures. Does it worth anything, or can you use it at all?
she takes it and kind of looks at it. Yes, she will. Let me double check that it doesn't require something. Let me check her sheet. Oh, she's an item. Cool. So you watch as she kind of looks at it and see one of the rings on her finger starts to kind of glow as she kind of holds it in her hand. As she kind of turns and looks at it, it's kind of a bright flash of orange for a second. She pulls it back. It is not magic, but I imagine the gem at the center is worth quite a bit. It could potentially be enchanted if you were to pay for the means to do so. Or perhaps you could sell it for quite a high price. This is a diamond at the center, about 900 gold for the whole thing.
The whole thing. Dang.
It's a bit more than 50.
Yeah. There was this, we were in the marketplace, and there was this one lady, because I was just trying to see if she could just give me an estimate, because I was going to go to you
I wouldn't trust
anyway.
the street vendors.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see. She said 50, and I was like, that doesn't sound right, so I took it back.
Well, I'm glad you did. You would have lost 900 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a bit. Not to mention the diamond, which can be priceless in spellcasting. So,
Right. If I were to sell you just the golden part of the tiara and keep the diamond, would that How much would that be?
The gold itself is very fine. Looking at it, I think I could give you 100 for it.
Okay.
The diamond itself is most of the worth.
Right.
But you'd have to have the right tools to pry it out without breaking it.
That's why I trust you.
We'll discuss this at the shop then.
All right.
Hands it back.
It does make me wonder why that circus owner just had this around to give to people.
Well, I would assume that because it's a circus, he might have costumes and might not have realized the actual worth of it.
No.
He might have just thought that it was like a costume piece and that it wasn't actually real, is my guess. So. I used to play with jewelry that was definitely much pricier than I should have been playing with, so.
So, that being said, you guys continue down the way.
Yep.
It's starting at the reins. It'll only take a day, so somebody just roll a d12 and tell me what number you get. Ethan, do you want to roll a d12? So eager.
I will.
Okay.
Wait, what is he doing?
Rolling a d12
For what?
Who knows?
to roll.
Can I? Is it an ability check?
No. There's nothing you can do to
I
modify
have a
this.
cool guidance thing I've been wanting to use.
Oh, guidance is great. You should use that more.
I know. I just realized. I was like, what is this?
2.
2. You know what that means.
Sounds like fog.
It sounds like fog is
Oh.
rolling down through the valley as you guys pick up pace. But thankfully, you have a trusted navigator who has double speed, and you guys get there just fine through the fog. Why even have it on the list? I'm taking it off next time. It'll
I
be
was
gone.
wondering.
No more fog
It's
in
been-
this land.
Next
How-
time,
it's been-
2 will be acid rain.
I was gonna say, please don't. I was gonna say it's been how many weeks of fog every week?
It hasn't been weeks. It's been like days.
It's been a week of
Well, I
fog.
mean, like our games.
Oh, I mean, well, I was
Oh.
talking in-game. Yeah,
Oh,
it's been-
in-game, yeah.
In-game, it's been like days.
Just like
But yeah, I mean,
I mean,
the
all
last
of December
4 weeks,
it's been fog?
Yeah. It's
All
been
of
nothing but fog.
It's been nothing
Really?
but fog.
Actually,
You
yes.
guys ran into a chest once. You ran into some other stuff. The carnival. There you go. Anyway.
A mushroom that we ignored.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And another
A carriage
caravan
that we
also
ignored.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So as the fog rolls in and rolls by, you are able to very quickly get back to the capital of Hvöllhelm without much issue. There you see it's only been about 2 days here. So definitely saved a lot of time there. You guys, Kallies is immediately heading back towards the Ashen Ember, her shop. Or the Embers and Ash, sorry. Embers and Ashes. Are you guys going with her, or are you?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like we should
Sir.
help her unload her
Yep.
wagon.
Okay, so as you head off to the shop with her, kind of passing through the streets, you notice here and there kind of strange glances. Some of them seeming to know her, some of them kind of distrusting. But either way, you have a lot of attention on you as there is a tarp over the minerals you guys have brought home. However, the tarp is not big enough to hide most of it.
Right.
So you notice a lot of forge smiths and people kind of eyeing it and kind of like, oh, that's a lot of rock.
Rocks.
Doesn't look
That's
incompetent.
There's a
lot-
random
that's a lot of
geologist who's
mineral
like
on that-
saliva.
on that hall there, and you kind of see some people kind of, where'd you get that? And you know, lots of, hey, you sat on that.
Find some yourself.
Lots of kind of chatter as you kind of pass by most of the forges, but you see Kallies just kind of waves them off, continuing down the street. Eventually heading back down towards the kind of narrower alley as her big beast of burden lizard just kind of squeezes by the kind of narrow entrance, pushing her way towards the shop. As she does, she kind of waves her hand and you watch as the door kind of opens up. You say, if you would be so kind to take the adamantine into the shop for me, I am going to go take the carriage around the back.
Of course.
Excellent. So, you guys take it in?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna find
Little bird man.
after we help push it in. I'm
Get
gonna
your 4 feet tall.
take my purple crystal out again.
Okay. You take the purple crystal.
Hey, Aries, I'm back in Hvöllhelm.
Yes.
Just letting you know. Also, would you happen to know how to heal somebody of a necrotic curse on their arm. Not me.
What? Not you?
Not me. So
It better not be.
it's not me. No. The reason that this
You were gone for 2 days.
No, it's not me.
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for the shopkeeper. The reason that she had to have a help was because like she was trying to do something and then it like backfired onto her hand, and so now it's like black and like it looks bad, and she said that she needs like bigger healing, and obviously I can't do that because I only shoot things. Do you know how to fix that?
I spaced out a bit. I'm not going to lie. But I think what you're asking is how to cure a curse.
Yes.
Okay.
For a friend, because she's very
No,
nice.
I got it. Stop. I would ask possibly a temple cleric.
She can't go into temples.
Well, then I guess you're screwed. Unless you can go find a cleric who is willing to see them. That would be the easiest solution. Or perhaps there is a wizard in a tower somewhere off in the distance, but I can tell you there are no wizards in this meat hole.
Okay, I was just seeing if I could, because she was nice and I wanted to do something nice.
Well,
But I'm back in town and you said Mertez has something for me, right?
Mertez is waiting for you at the tavern.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my job and then I'll be okay.
I would hurry to make sure that he has not made any new friends.
That's scary. Anyway, okay, I love you. Bye. Say it back, please.
The crystal just fades. So with that being said, you guys have hauled all the gear, and Kallies has made her way around. It takes about 10-15 minutes. You guys are kind of sitting in the shop, just moving everything back towards the forge where she instructed you guys to. And eventually she kind of comes through the back door. Excellent. So, your reward, right. She turns around and kind of fidgets through some things, and you kind of see that there's a messy kind of grouping of clustered items, and she digs through and pulls out a small sack and kind of puts it on the table. There, sorry it could not be more, but it's what I have.
No, it's okay. I mean...
And a discount, of course, in the shop. This time only if you're going to buy something. You get to use it once.
So it was 100 gold, right?
100 gold.
Okay. So we'll divide it up.
Yep.
25 apiece.
Sure. Piece. 75% off whatever you find in the shop.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
One item. I can't afford too much, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Some
gonna-
of these are very laborious to create.
So,
Sir.
would you be able to take the diamond off, or would I need to go find a smith?
I can do that if
Okay.
you wish. You wish to keep the diamond?
I don't know how much help the gold would be for you, but I'm sure you will find use of it.
I can find something to do with it. She kind of takes it and walks over to kind of the jeweler's tools and kind of see she's kind of roughly kind of placing it and pries off the clips holding the diamond and hands it back to you.
Thank you.
So what kind of things do you have in the shop?
I have an assortment of weapons. I'm a blacksmith by trade. I mostly deal with the forging of rare weapons. It takes very long to make each one, maybe a month or two each. But I have a long backlog that I've been preparing. Most everything here is enchanted to some degree. So if you have questions, just ask, but there are tags on everything.
I don't imagine you also make magic rings or anything, do you?
Oh, I do. I make anything metal. Anything metal I can is my specialty. What are you looking for?
I didn't have a specific one in mind,
Okay.
but I was interested to see what you might have available.
On hand, and she kind of walks around and kind of finds this box and opens it. Unfortunately, it looks like we're short on rings, but I have this one. She kind of holds up this light, what looks to be like a feather kind of wrapped around itself. I'll be honest, I don't know if it would be much use to you, but this is a ring of feather falling.
I do have a surplus of feathers.
You do, and
How much?
how much for this one?
Yes,
Do you want the discounted price or the
both.
discounted? It would be 500 gold.
Woo.
Okay.
regular price would be.
Never
2,000?
mind, it's good on the regular.
The regular is 6,000.
Oh.
What kind of amulets you got?
Amulets. Let me check. I don't. Let me double check her inventory.
Oh, and I have the 100 gold from the tiara, right? For giving her the, selling her the.
Yes. Yeah. She. Can that be in-store credit?
Yes.
I don't have the gold on me. Sorry.
That's okay.
There are no. Unfortunately, she kind of looks through that. There's no amulets. She does have a list of scrolls. She does have a few potions. She has some armor. She has some weapons. She has a large kind of bundle of arrows, as well as a bow. There's a lance. A good bit of scrolls, actually.
Can we check out the scrolls?
Yeah. So looking at the scrolls, and she kind of lays them in front of you, and each one's kind of labeled in common. A scroll of continual flame, a scroll of ensnaring strike, a scroll of expeditious retreat,
Retreat?
a scroll of friends,
Aw.
scroll of guardian of faith, scroll of teleportation circle,
Ooh.
scroll of thaumaturgy, and scroll of the wrathful smite.
I can only imagine the teleportation is.
Can you tell us
Goku
about
box.
the teleportation?
Yes,
Circle.
it allows you to, it has a marked location that you can teleport to. You put them, if you know a marked teleport sequence, write it in the scroll, and that is where it will teleport you to when you use it.
Is it one use only?
Unless you were to have a wizard who could transcribe, but
None of us.
What would be the sequence?
It depends on where you're trying to go. Most are fairly coveted, but I suppose it is worth mentioning. I do have an old one downstairs. That, you know, as part repayment for helping me in this, and also for the dangerous task, I could lend the combination to.
So we'd come here, but downstairs.
If you needed to, yes.
It'd be like an
It
emergency.
could take you back here in an emergency. Or if you need it stays open for a small amount of time. You could shuttle people through, but I would wish that you didn't do that.
What's
How-
the price tag on this
The teleportation scroll?
teleportation circle?
Yeah, the circle, yeah.
It's an important distinction. I made that mistake before.
Yeah. Oh, let me put the negative.
Hilarity ensues.
320 gold with the discount.
That's actually, I think.
How much for the expeditious retreat?
With the discount?
Sure.
30.
And what is that
Okay. I would
entail?
definitely pick that up.
Expeditious
think
retreat
it gives-
essentially doubles your movement for a short amount of
That'd
time.
be one person, I think, right?
I think let me see if I can. Oh, okay, no, I can pull it up. It lasts 10 minutes. And I believe it is self, so whoever
Okay.
casts it can use it.
That's
And I
cool.
think Ren would know this.
Yeah, and
it's not too
Ren
meta.
would be the only one to be able to cast.
Yeah.
Or I think Ren and Aston. Or no, you could cast spells too. Sorry.
Just not me.
Just not Icarus. So,
Well, we definitely need the teleportation circle, don't you guys think?
I think so.
It would be good to have.
We definitely.
so that is
need
what you want to use your discount on. Did you want to look around the store
Is this
for anything else?
as a group we have this discount, or each
Individual.
person
You
has
said each person has
one
one
item.
discount, right?
She kind of thinks it over. Sure, each person has one.
Thank
You're
you.
very kind.
I will use mine on the scroll.
All right, that'll be 320 gold.
Thank you. 320.
Had you said the first time we came in the shop that there was a crossbow or more here, or am I making that up?
Arrows. You said-
There is a crossbow, yep.
And arrows, yeah.
And there's a bundle of arrows.
Okay, can I? What's the deal with those?
Well, looking at the crossbow, I'm kind of walking over it, looking at the tag. It is a refined crossbow. It is enchanted, and for statistics purpose, it is a +1 crossbow.
Okay.
It is a standard crossbow, though.
And her bundle of arrows.
The bundle of arrows, Each arrow is worth 6 gold. All these arrows are +1 arrows. So you can buy the bundle of 10 for 60,
Right.
or buy 1 for 6.
Okay. And there's a tag on the price tag on the crossbow?
Yeah, the price tag, are you wanting the discount price or the regular price?
Either one. I can do math.
The discount is 262 gold. 262.
The teleportation circle allows how many people? 5?
It is open.
Whoever's in a
It's
circle.
open for about 10 seconds, 6 seconds, and 6 to 10 seconds, and whoever can run through.
So is it okay if I just put teleportation circle?
Scroll. Yeah,
Scroll.
make sure to say scroll.
Is there any like armor or anything that would be
Yeah.
helpful for ranger?
Um,
Like I'm looking for stuff that's.
There's quite a few interesting things. In particular, you notice Icarus, you notice a rapier. Those of you who, I think you two would notice the battle axe. There is a interesting item. There is a helmet that kind of has these 2 big prongs on it that kind of go up in the air.
Yes, the famed pitchfork helmet.
Are you reading the tag on it?
Sure.
It's a helm of teleportation.
No way.
Yep.
What is it?
What does it do?
Yeah.
It has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use action to cast teleport.
But it's only self.
It just says cast teleport.
Is it 3 charges per day?
Yeah.
Or
It daily at dawn, and if you use all 3 charges in one day, it will turn to dust.
Whoa. And how
And-
far can you teleport?
I don't know if you guys can afford that. It's teleport. I'm gonna
How much
If
is
you,
it?
yeah,
with the 75% off discount.
I don't like that
That's some
slow.
change. Maybe 2, 3.
I'm gonna
4.
guess 5,000 is the discount version.
What's the discount version? You say 5?
1,000. Wait, what'd you say?
No, it's got to be way more. I think it's closer to 5.
I think it's 2,500.
16,000.
Oh wow.
Holy
16,000 is
crap.
discounted.
That's the discount
Discounted
version?
version.
How much is it regularly? I
Uh,
can't do that math in my head, I'm sorry.
helm of teleportation.
16% is, so you divide it by 0.7, so...
Oh no, wait.
It was
Oh,
75.
it was going in the opposite. No, wait, no, it wasn't. I was looking at the scroll again. Well over 100,000. Almost double 100,000.
Oh, okay.
What's the price tag on that rapier that you mentioned that I
Yeah,
noticed?
so walking over the Giant Slayer rapier. It's normally 21,000. Magic items are expensive, guys.
Yeah, they
Yep.
are.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're trying to come in here with pennies, like, hey, what can I get?
It would be 17,000 gold.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. I don't think that math works out.
Wait, did I look at the right thing?
At least we have
21,000, 75% off. Should not be 17,000, right?
I don't know.
So
Don't
that's a difference of
It's
4,000.
21,200,
Okay.
and then I'm putting it in.
Right. And so basically you
So
would
it'd be like
multiply that by
5K.
0.25, really.
Yeah.
You just
17.
divide it by 4, right?
1760 gold would be the exact number that it gives.
Oh, so 1,700.
Yes.
Okay. Not 17,000. 17.
Oh no, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, 1,700.
Yeah, that checks out.
So
Okay.
what does that one
That's fine.
do?
The Giant Slayer rapier.
Probably does look at it.
She explains that when you hit a giant with it, the giant takes an extra 2d6 damage of the weapon's type and must succeed a DC 15 Strength saving throw or fall prone. So any creature of the giant type, which includes Ettins and trolls.
We should
So
we should go win this champion's pursuit and then come back and buy these things.
Yeah, right.
yeah, so
But I'm sorry, could you tell me the crossbow again?
yeah, so the crossbow is a +1 crossbow,
Right.
and it is 262 gold with the
After
discount.
the discount.
With the discount.
Is there?
If I spend all my money on this, I won't have money for a horse. But I really want those crossbows and arrows.
Oh, there is one legendary item here that you guys do see.
What is it?
And it's not the helmet?
It's not the
It's
helmet.
not, how is it not the helmet?
It's not the helmet.
Whoa.
Let me double check what kind of. It's a short sword.
So its discounted price is
And
100,000.
you see, this one is locked in a box, but is a glass coffin of sorts, and you kind of see that it is rattling inside of it.
That's concerning.
And you see a big kind of written down the side, "Do not open."
So what's
Well,
to do
now
with
I
that?
want to open it.
Well, this is one of the few experimental ones that went right in the wrong way. It was supposed to be a simple returning enchantment. However, the materials provided a bit of an extra. I used dragon teeth
So is it
in it, and well, the dragon soul is still attached to the sword
So it's a sentient sword.
to an extent.
How much is that one?
I would be cautious on selling it in general, but if someone with the right amount of gold walks in, they can buy it for 100,000. That's I didn't put the discount, but if you want to, I can. I don't know if you.
Surprisingly low.
Oh no, I'm fine.
It's just
I'm
a short sword, and it doesn't let you teleport across nations.
Yeah.
So.
What's the name of the dragon that is trapped in
Oh,
it?
I didn't know his name.
Oh.
It was the parts were sold to me. I assumed that they had found them, but apparently it was a full-grown red dragon
Okay.
that is trapped inside the sword.
So what kind of what was the battle axe?
So the battle axe is
We'll come
a
back
giant
now.
slayer battle axe. So it is the same variety of the rapier, but it is a battle axe, which is a two-handed.
So that thing's about 1750.
That one, the battle axe, 1760. Pretty pricey, but you guys have a lot of money, or at least enough to buy something.
Was there anything else?
Well, we also have to still buy horses.
Was there anything else that caught my eye?
There's definitely some armor. There's padded armor of thunder resistance and cold resistance. There's a potion of resistance against radiant damage.
I already got that.
Well,
You get
there
that
is-
potion. I'll get the ring
There
of
are
Featherfall.
there are two interesting weapons here.
Who knows? It might be
Because
helpful.
we haven't seen interesting weapons yet.
Well, these two are different.
It doesn't have a dragon soul in it.
It does not have a dragon soul in it.
Oh, I don't want it,
I mean-
guys.
There appears to be two weapons: a sling and a trident.
What types of weapons are those?
Ranged.
Well, I
The
mean, like
trident has a
finesse
thrown
or
property. I believe they are simple melee weapons.
hey, I could use those.
We could
Let
both
me
use
double check.
those.
Trident.
We just like trade off.
I forgot how does Google
We're
search words.
throwing the trident to each other.
Yeah.
We kill each other in the process.
I'm
Don't
trying to
actually.
find it.
That was his face if he was gonna make us do that.
Well, I will. Oh my god.
I'm sure I
Why
can't
did
afford
this
it
weapon comes
anyway,
in so
but I
many
just wanna
varieties?
know.
Okay. For the sake of it, I will say because a spear is a simple weapon, I will say the trident is simple, and the sling is simple ranged, which I think both of you should be able to use.
Should be.
Yeah, being ranged people. Yeah.
I am in fact a ranger.
However, they have a very steep price.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's about what I thought.
Yep.
I-
And there's the club. There's a club. The club seems to perpetually bleed.
Wait, tell me more.
The club is like a it's not necessarily a club. It's kind of like a metal rod
Okay.
with this large hunk of wood kind of placed at the end, and you kind of see that it is just kind of like got these large kind of thorns on it at the end that just kind of drip constant kind of blood. And there's this bucket underneath it behind the display case where you see it's just been kind of
Does it come with a bucket?
sure.
What does it do?
It is a vicious club. That is what it's called. It is a weapon that does more damage when you get a really good hit on it. And the marked off price is 87 gold. So, and I'll say for the sake of it, when you roll a 20 on your attack roll, the target takes an extra 7 damage of that weapon's type. So,
Nice.
it's good.
That's pretty
So,
good.
Does
You might
more
invest in
damage,
that.
even more on a crit.
Are there any bags of holding?
There are not, unfortunately. There's some armor if you want to look at those.
Yes, I want to look at the armor.
Okay. The cheapest armor they have is the Mariner's half plate. Can you wear half plate armor?
No, I can wear light, medium, or shields.
Okay. Well, they have some padded armor of cold resistance. However, the price on the cold resistance and the thunder resistance is $15.10 with the discount.
Okay.
Now, of course, you guys can save this discount for later
Yeah.
if you wish to come back.
Well, the arrows were not discounted?
The arrows are discounted 60 for the bundle of 10,
Okay.
or 6 gold each.
And that is the discount?
That's the discount.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll give you the discount on as many as you want of those.
What's the math? So, 6 times 4 should be 24. So 240 for the bundle with no discount.
But it's 60 for the bundle.
Hmm.
She's offering just 60 for the bundle.
Could I pay for an enchantment on one of my own weapons?
Yes, actually, sure, if that's what you want to use the discount for.
Could you cast something on my my longbow to make it?
Sure. What would you like on it?
Would there be something to help it aim better, or like more damage?
A simple tuning enchantment. I can do that. Yes, I can do that. That this longbow in particular.
Yes.
How fast do you need it?
Well,
The standard rate is a week.
we are going to go. We're doing the Champions Pursuit, which is in.
So this is a rush job.
Yes.
It should be 8 days from now, if I counted right. 'Cause it was-
To getting there.
It was a week and a half before we left the
Right,
gala.
Right.
2 days to get here,
Mhm.
and then 2 more round trip
Mhm.
is 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so 6 days.
6 days. Yeah,
6
6
days.
days. So unfortunately, you have a little less than a week
How much would it be for the rush job
with the discount.
and
I
the
think-
store credit?
And the store credit. So subtracting 100, I'll put you at 200.
That's not bad.
Normally the rush job would be 3. And without the discount, it would be even more.
That's fair.
So I feel 200.
Yes, it's agreeable.
Great. So she takes your longbow, kind of sets it to the side. She kind of picks up the gold tiara, puts it with it.
Would you have any use for my short bow if I were to sell it to you?
She kind of takes it.
There's nothing special about it, I'll grant.
Cilician make. It's interesting. It is light. Is this from the army? I can't pay for sentimental value, I hope you know. I could maybe give you 20 gold store credit for it. That is a very generous give.
I'll take that and trade in for the crossbow,
Okay, so 20 towards the crossbow.
which you said was listed at
262.
260. So 242 then.
242. Is that what you're using your discount for?
Yes.
Alright, she takes that, hands you the crossbow. Just so you know, crossbows take bolts, not arrows.
Oh shoot.
So how?
Gonna need to pick up some bolts. Do you
need
have
some
bolts?
I do have bolts. How many do you need? I can sell them in bundles of 20.
I usually keep 20 with me.
20 will cost you 20.
Do you also want my arrows?
You sell your arrows too?
I may as well. What am I
Okay.
going to use them for?
Okay. How many arrows do you have?
20.
I will give you 10 for the arrows, 20 for the crossbow, so
Okay.
10
So-
gold, and we'll just switch it.
Sure.
So when will it be done? So I know when to come back.
Rush job, 3 days, maybe. Come back in 3 days, check in.
All right.
I'll try to have it done by then. It is a bit hard for me to do this, but I will put it at my top of the priority for a friend.
You got any special boots or gauntlets?
Let me check my thingy real quick. boop, 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 boop. Bing bonk, bing bonk. Oh my god. Large. Boots? No, I don't think I have any boots. I've got spears and armor. I can see about making some boots if you're interested in the commission. I'm already doing one rush job, but I...
No, it's fine.
No, sorry. What the heck?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
So anyway,
It just like what?
Is this
There you go.
crossbow
I'm
that I
sorry.
got heavier hand crossbow?
This is a two-handed crossbow, so it's a
So it's heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you want to sell them, you can do it.
And the bolts are just normal, right?
They're just normal bolts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
All right. So that is everything here. Calm down, you.
Okay. Well, I guess we need to get some horses.
yes, we do.
Yes, yes.
Let's go.
Should we stop by and drop off our stuff first? At the inn.
At the tavern.
Yes.
Let's do it.
You guys head back to the tavern.
Thank you, Kallies.
Of course, come back anytime. And as you step out, do you mind if I have a future request that I could ask you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, I don't have much in the way of cash on hand, but I can offer discounts at the store if that would be agreeable.
It certainly would be.
Of course.
And if you find any monsters and have their parts, harvest them and I will trade them for star credit if that would be agreeable.
Yes.
Yes.
Will do.
When we're in town, you should be able to reach us at the Brass Lion.
Brass Lion.
Brass Lion.
I will leave word there if I need anything. Thank you. Many thanks. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
You kind of see she takes the chisel and starts chipping at the massive stone.
I wish I could have healed her.
No.
I'm not ready yet.
Maybe one day.
I wish I had enough money to buy some more cool stuff. Discount doesn't really do anything if you're broke.
Truer words were never spoken.
Yeah. Well, that being said,
We'll get there. Hopefully she'll still give me a discount since I didn't buy anything.
yeah, you did buy. She said you can come back.
Cool.
So, you guys head out back to the Brass Lion. There you find that some familiar groups are there, some non-familiar. Nastani, you do see Silas once again at the bar, and he kind of just gives you a nod and waves. He goes back to his drink, and as you wave, you see one of the Goliaths look down the bar like.
I look. I'm
I'm
like.
gonna also look at the glass and go.
I'm still a little bummed about earlier. I'm like,
Kind of goes, turns the other way. Goes back to his drink. Says something to his friend.
Catch him off guard.
Did the racist just look at you?
He's not racist. I figured it out.
Oh, what do you mean? Figured what out? Like why he doesn't like green people?
No, you know he meant green as in new.
New is green.
Like a tree.
Yes.
Renewal. Rebirth, I know. Alright.
Inexperienced. That's what they need.
Alright, well. Makes me feel not so judged, you know. I'm very used to not fitting in, so it's nice to have him not be racist.
Let's hurry up and
That's always nice.
You're just saying this in the middle of the inn.
Yeah, you say this at the front door.
So are we
People
trying
are
to go?
listening.
Are we trying to go to like one of these other stables, or are we trying to help out that stable that was on the adventure board?
The second spell.
Considering how low we are on money, I think we could it would do us some good to complete the job for the second bell and have them possibly indebted to us.
As you walk up to the notice board, unfortunately that job is missing.
Oh, did we not already grab that?
Nope.
You
I
just
thought we
grabbed
grabbed
it
it
with
with
the
the other one.
ashes. As you look for it, you Nastani, you see Silas kind of wave and says, "Sorry, taken."
It's alright.
Oh well. They said that was the second best stable.
Right.
I'm gonna kind of.
Can-
Can I? Sorry. I was just no continuing.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the barkeep with another gold.
Mhm.
So I noticed the second bell listing is gone. What stable would you recommend?
Make another make a persuasion check with advantage.
While he's doing this, I'm looking around for Mertaz.
Okay.
21.
21. He takes it and flips it and catches it, puts it in his pocket. I like the way you like to talk, Birdman. I would say the second best, or maybe the best. Don't let them hear me saying that or spread that around. Might, I would say probably be in the southern gate, where the horses like to roam more free, on the other side of the wall. If you catch my drift. I can't legally endorse them. But there may or may not be a stable there.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't have any real information to help me with. But
I'm
thank you for your
sorry.
time anyway.
I wish I could have. Yes, just, stay away from a place called Griswold. Griswold.
Right. I'll be sure.
It's a name
Stay
you
away from
don't
that.
want to know.
Okay.
Goes back down the... You're looking for Mertaz?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 15.
15? Looking around, looking for this very, usually interesting looking fellow. Further down the bar, you see kind of a bald head, kind of fluffy gray and white hair kind of on the back, with what appears to be kind of like this kind of little blue circlet that kind of comes around, kind of decorated little sapphires, and this kind of very bright sapphire colored robe.
Am I within 30
You see
feet?
the hands are, the sleeves are rolled up as he's doing something at the bar, as he's stacking cups or something, or glasses. You kind of see the bartender, who's notices this as you would notice this too as you walked up to the bar. He paid for it.
Am I within 30 feet of him?
Huh, within 30 feet.
Mhm.
You can get within 30 feet.
Okay, I am. And then I'm gonna use telepathy and go, Mertaz.
Not now.
Why?
Not now.
Why?
Watch.
Okay.
And he kind of takes the glasses, he goes, puts them all down.
I'm gonna.
And he sees he raises his kind of rolled up sleeves, like looking around this wildly looking old man. You just see the Goliath of the. Whoa!
I'm gonna like talk in his head again. Have you been entertaining them with this the entire
I've been
time?
entertaining myself.
Okay, after that, I'm gonna walk up to him
Walk
and
up.
start talking.
Now, Stoney, it's been so good to see you.
Mertaz!
How have you been, dear?
I've been so good. I killed
Excellent.
a basilisk.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Well, that is news indeed.
I almost died twice.
Oh my goodness, but you're here.
Yes.
Excellent job. Really, really excellent job. So,
Did Ares tell you everything
oh yes, Ares came by the other night and we talked about
about
everything.
how like
and,
I'm part of a group now and we're doing the Champions Pursuit?
Oh yes, you're in a race. That's so great for you. I'm glad. It'll be fun. I'm sure you'll learn a lot of things and go out across the world and see everything. It's so exciting.
Yes. Do you want to meet my friends? Please. You wanna meet my friends?
Absolutely. Thank you. You watch as Nastani kind of drags this kind of hobbly old man with her, and he kind of reaches out to shake anybody's hand.
I shake.
Takes it, shakes it really hard.
Rhinodophoris.
Oh, Mertaz.
This is Mertaz. He's my other mentor.
mentor. I'm Nastani's mentor.
Shake his hand reservedly.
You have a
Gives
lot
firm
of
shake.
mentors.
No, I just have to.
What kind of mentor are you, Mertaz?
I am a polymath of sorts. I am a thinker, an artist, a sculptor.
Cup thing.
A cup master. Yes, I am all and more.
Master
The miraculous
of
Mertaz.
Cups.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you not see him do that?
Did you not see my cup trick?
Thing?
Let me go do it again. Oh.
Yes, do it again.
You gotta you see the bartender's already taken the cups back. He's like,
It's
puts
okay.
them back.
I'm gonna slide a gold toward the bartender and be like, thank you.
That's not enough.
So you teach cups.
I'm gonna slide another
As
one.
he's setting up the cups, no, I teach much more than cups. And I teach anything.
Wow.
He's very smart. He's taught me pretty much everything I know, except for
I taught everything you know. I taught everything your father knows, and I taught everything your mother knows, and I taught everything that Ares knows, despite what she might
So
say.
you're the reason that she doesn't know what a beer is.
I didn't think she needs to know.
What is a beer? No one's told me.
Fermentated wheat.
Can I have it?
Technically, yes, I suppose you could.
What does technically mean?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I suppose you could have it. You could have anything you want.
Should I have it?
Well, should you have it? That is a different question entirely. I don't know what happens when you have it.
I don't know.
Well, it is a great mystery.
It makes
I'm
your
very
tummy warm.
I'm very familiar with what happens when you have it. And when you have too much.
I think I will trust my friends to tell me when I shouldn't have it.
He starts
I
combing his
discourage
long
it.
kind of white beard and just kind of
Anyway,
frizzles it back up.
Aries said that you had something for me. Should we go up to my room?
Oh my goodness, yes. Do be careful. You have to be the first one to walk in the room. And
Oh, you already went to my room.
yes,
How'd you know
it's
which
in
one
there.
was my room?
Well, I was told by the guy at the bar. I said,
And I'm gonna
looking
kinda-
for the girl with the little floaty and the skin, and he said, up there.
I'm gonna
And I was
kinda, like,
well,
look to the
this is a
bartender.
fine establishment.
I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm look at the bartender as he's saying. They go.
And the bartender's like,
So is it just me, or is it weird that you're from a different country, but we keep running into your friends across the world?
It's not across the world. Besides, it's supposed to keep in touch with me.
That
I
is
am here
reasonably
to watch
weird.
her on her journey, or as a supervise. We're both here. There's only two of us. There's not a bunch of us. I
So
promise.
don't you have teaching to be doing, though?
Well, she's learning life lessons right now.
Exactly.
So,
Are
You
you
taught me
There are
what.
things I cannot teach. The ways of the road.
Okay, so
Are you joining us in the race?
What?
No.
Oh, heavens, no, I'm not that kind of polymath. But I would enjoy.
do you do this for all your students?
Oh, I don't really have a lot of students.
So you have your own private teachers.
Yes, that's why they're called mentors.
Is that normal?
Okay, so
Yes.
you're rich.
For
what do
her.
your parents
Oh,
do exactly?
Rich is not
Anyway,
a term we
so
would use.
Are,
Affordable.
are you just gonna wait? Do you go up there? You said
Go up the room
by myself.
by yourself. Into the door.
Are you just gonna like disappear?
Here's the
when
key.
I thank you. I thought I had it on me, but
I
thank
got
you.
another one.
How'd you get another one?
I asked.
Oh.
That's
Can I have it back?
barkeep.
You can have it.
So, are you gonna stay here or are you gonna
He
disappear?
thought I was your father. no.
No.
What does your dad do?
Yeah, who
He does
told
many things. He likes pranks mostly. Anyway, I'm gonna go up because I'm really excited because there's a present and it's a present. I'm gonna go see it. She's talking really fast and like running up.
Second Stein leaves. And you see Murtai just kind of rolls the bustle. Friends.
What do her parents do?
They are, interesting folk. They're fortune tellers. They're gypsies of sorts.
And you are their teacher.
Oh, no, not anymore. I taught them at one point, but
So-
you know me, I'm almost dead. But I mostly, I teach others now when I go about and think of new things to be thought. I'm an artist, you see, and a mathematician, and a scholar, and I like to invent.
Master of Cups as well.
Master of cups, indeed.
So you came all this way out to check on Ness?
Oh, I've been tasked with checking in on Ness. She is, out on her grand journey to see the world and go somewhere other than the frigid wilds of Aksar. And I am here to simply, keep tabs.
So who hired you?
Her father.
The fortune teller
Yes.
who can see the future.
Yes.
Hired other people
Yes.
to keep tabs on his daughter.
Well, he's busy. Seeing the future.
All right.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Can you show me the cup thing again?
Absolutely! Starts stacking the
I'm
cups.
gonna head upstairs.
Okay, so Astani, who had a good hot second to beat everybody else up there.
I'm gonna lock the door behind me. When I walk in, whatever happens, I'm locking the door behind
As
me.
you get up to the door, you hear cluttering and banging as furniture is like being rapidly moved around.
I wonder if this was a prank that Dad sent. Because the last one was like this too.
Are you going in?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of like.
Are you peeking or are you just hopping in and closing it?
I'm gonna like, because based off of the past things that have happened, I'm gonna dart in. But like this.
Okay, you dart in, close the door.
Yes. And lock it.
You see that the bed has been flipped over, the chairs are scattered about, and the stones on the fireplace have been ruptured and cracked. And you kind of see the window has shattered. And you hear coming from somewhere behind the turned over bed. And you hear, and you watch his feathers everywhere. And then there's kind of like a deep kind of crackling sound as he watches the bed kind of scoots 3 feet forward. What you doing?
I'm gonna kind of like.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, hold on, that was weird. Not any better the second time. 10.
10?
Mhm.
As you do this and kind of creeping around the room to get a look at the other side of the bed, you see the kind of mess of pillows and blankets that have been completely shredded and destroyed.
I'm gonna have to pay for that, aren't I?
You see this kind of shimmering blue creature underneath the kind of mess of feathers, and as it sticks its head up, you see this kind of dragon-like face, little kind of beady blue eyes, and this kind of shimmer to the skin as this kind of tendrils float from its head as little crystals kind of float around it. And you watch as the mouth kind of and lunges at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
19.
19. You dodge out of the way and hold up your armor on your arm guard as it kind of clamps on your arm, and you kind of shake it around. It's about yay long, but it is a little reptile of sorts with this shimmering gemstone skin. As it kind of stops and kind of lets go and hits the ground hard and kind of sits and just looks up at you.
I'm gonna
You see the mouth kind of open and the tongue kind of roll out.
I'm gonna pull some cheese from one of my rations and
You take it and
like flat hand, like how you do with the
flat
horse.
hand. Okay, good. It attempts to put its whole mouth over your hand, and
No,
you
no,
kind
no.
of just
No, no,
slip
no,
it
no.
out and drop the cheese in, and it and just kind of looks at you sideways, and then just coils around your leg, and then just sits.
I'm gonna
That's
like
cute.
I'm gonna like pet its nose, like you know how
You stroke its nose, and you kind
Dog.
of. So, with that, I believe you were heading upstairs.
And I'm
As
just
you-
like petting it.
As you head upstairs, going to are you going to your room or the room Nastani?
Go to Nastani's room.
Okay, you crack open the door and see this little kind of blue lizard dog sitting underneath her. It's very small. Does not have wings. It's just quadrupedal, and kind of has these little tendrils kind of coming off off almost its like horn-like mane. And it kind of looks over at you, and you see the eyes grow wide, and it's just like
a friend. It's a friend.
make an animal handling check.
6.
6. Bold story. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Close the door. Close the door.
Oh, 10.
10. Yeah, he's a small guy. Are you closing the door or are you jumping out of the way?
I guess closing the door.
All right, so you immediately slam the door and you hear a loud boom. Oh! As this time you see from the other side, headbutt face first, hit the door and just slides down.
The
Yes.
lizard.
The little lizard, yeah. And you open it again, you just see it's kind of knocked out cold and just kind of rolls over.
I'm gonna like
push
pick it
open
up
the
and like
door.
hold it like a little baby.
Okay, it is a rag doll.
Oh.
Yes. So this is.
My dad's got me a pet.
It's wonderful, isn't it? As Mouse comes up behind you. It's a gift. A gift out in the world to watch you when Mia Eris can't be there. So, I hope you enjoy it.
Yes. What do we do about the room?
Oh. That's rough. Hide it.
I guess we followed up there at this point.
Yeah, if you
I mean, like the expenses for the room.
Oh, I guess you'll have to pay for it.
Yeah.
What is that?
Why? It's my pet.
Daryl.
Yes.
It's a little buddy!
But what is it?
Oh, it's a gift.
It's my gift.
Daryl, if you want to
my
stay in
companion.
our room instead, there's room.
No. They'll be calm. Her name's Zafana. I've decided now.
That's a great name. There you go. Her name is Zafana.
But what is it?
Are you asking her?
I'm looking at both of them.
It's a baby dragon.
Of sorts. It's not a real,
Not real,
dragon.
But
It's
of sorts.
it's just a drake.
Dragon
It's
foundling.
just a drake. It's not a real dragon.
It's a drake.
Just a drake.
But
Okay.
it's custom in my family to have a companion to lead you on your road.
Your family.
Mhm.
The fortune tellers.
The fortune tellers.
Yes!
They like dragons too.
I mean, obviously.
Oh.
And I'm gonna kind of gesture to myself.
Okay, well,
I never
nice to
knew
meet
my
you. What is
real
the thing's
family.
name again?
Zafana.
Can I try to pet it?
Yeah, make an animal handling check. That's good.
10.
10? Okay. Yeah. You stroke it. It is fully unconscious.
Aww.
Just kind of like arm to the
Oh
side.
no.
And you kind of just scratch it and kind of
So, what do we feed it?
What's the favorite food?
food. Feed it food. I'd feed it food if I were you. I'd feed it often.
Yeah, that's
It's
why
a
I
growing. It's a growing boy. Girl.
Girl, I gave her cheese.
What is it again? What's the name?
Zafana.
That's a long name.
Likes to eat rocks.
Oh, right, yes.
Rocks would be good.
Rocks.
Meat. Rocks are better. If you know any meat rocks, that's what I'd go first.
Right.
Meat rocks.
I was a
rocks?
meat rock not too long ago.
How fascinating.
Oh, right, we fought basilisks.
Right, you told me. You were a man. A stone man.
Not man, bird.
Stone. Well, he's a man bird.
Man, bird.
Bird man?
So, Zafana is...
Zafana.
Can I call it Zephy?
This is Zafana for now.
Well, that is my gift. I have been lingering here far too long, and I have showed these people too many wonders that they cannot comprehend.
Thank you, Motax.
Yes, if you need me, I think Ares gave you a way to contact me.
I'm gonna hold out the rock, but like
That's
far,
the one!
far enough away from Zafana so she doesn't try to eat it.
Okay, good. Anyway, well, Stephana's your problem now. You were supposed to be there when she hatched to properly imprint, but, well, you were gone.
I'm sorry, but
Well, I just hope it works fine. Anyway, she's yours now, and you only get one, so don't waste it.
Okay, quick, while she's sleeping. We need to go get horses.
Okay, so, with that, Murtaz kind of heads out and gives a cordial bow, and,
I'm gonna just give him a hug.
he looks you back.
I love you.
You too.
While we're in the privacy of your room,
Does Murtaz leave at this point?
Yeah, Murtaz.
so the tip that I got from the barkeep pertaining to horses is of questionable legality. I think it's a good opportunity for a horse. I just need to make sure that we're all on the same page as far as the need for secrecy.
So wait, they got the horses illegally?
What was the barkeep's name? I feel like I should remember it.
Oh my god, I just drew all the Rook.
Rook. Rook didn't want to get into too many details about it.
Well, I guess we could go check it out.
We may as well.
Alright, so, heading out? You doing anything about the room, or just
I'm gonna kind of try and tidy it up.
okay? Flip over the bed.
A little bit of mud.
Scratches on the walls will never come out.
I'm just gonna tidy it up where I can.
Teeth marks on the furniture. The
Maybe.
pillows are destroyed.
Maybe put one of those little signs that say, do
Do
not
not
disturb.
disturb. Yes, I'm putting a do not disturb sign on it.
Okay, so you do that. Are you taking it with you?
Yes.
Okay, so you walk out.
I
with
don't trust it while I'm in the room right now.
it. Okay, so as you take it downstairs with you, you see, and it kind of the head perks up and starts kind of fidgeting in your arms and kind of rolls around and kind of clamps hard onto your shoulder, kind of maybe causing a little bit of bleeding.
It's okay. It's okay. Are
and
you
kind
hungry? Are you hungry? Yes, that's a yes.
Kind of looks around towards the bar and starts to kind of scramble.
No. I'm
I'll
just like
take out
hold-
one of my rations and throw him something.
Okay, you throw it and catches it.
When she
Um,
talks to it, is it like, common?
She's speaking in common.
Can I cast sleep on it? Do you think it would work?
It might.
I mean, I try to gently, just like, without it even realizing, cast sleep
Okay,
on it.
let me double check. This one might work.
Wisdom of 13.
Let me double check. I believe it's this one. Languages. What language do you say it in?
Common?
Unfortunately, it does not understand common.
I'm gonna
What is this, like 0 for 4?
I'm gonna speak in Draconic to it and just be like, you need to calm down and I will feed you a nice rock. In Draconic.
In Draconic? Okay, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Hey. It's okay.
Still.
There we go.
Okay, so kind of sits up on your shoulder and then just kind of hunkers down,
Mm-hmm.
clamping hard. That being said, you guys head out. You're heading towards the southern gate.
Yes, Southern Gate.
So, making your way through the streets, easy enough as evening starts to kind of deeply set in here, as the sun is barely visible on the horizon. Heading out and around the kind of outside of the southern wall, you see that there is another kind of city-stead of sorts kind of built and kind of expanded here, where perhaps this is maybe of people of the lesser class live here, or perhaps just needed to expand and this is where they went. But there's a good number of buildings here. And what are you looking for?
I don't suppose there's any sign that says
Briswold.
Briswold, is there?
Griswold. Make a perception check.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna look for rocks on the ground.
Odd, man.
What'd you get?
Perception 7.
7. You don't see any.
Can I look for some horses?
Sure. Make a perception check.
16.
16. There's plenty of horses in the street. However, as you guys continue down this kind of dirt road, you notice that kind of towards the end here of the road, there is what appears to be a large kind of barn up on the hill, where there are lots of livestock and horses.
Icarus. Maybe that's it.
Try going there.
Okay. So, you guys head up the hill. It's a good 5-minute walk up the hill, but as you're kind of heading that way, you see that there are perhaps ranch hands or of sort kind of patrolling the area, and one of them kind of breaks off from their patrol and kind of rides up and says, "Pardon? What are you doing here?"
I want to try speaking in Thieves' Cant. I want to try and...
Okay. Thieves' Cant isn't necessarily a language.
Yeah.
It's a set of symbols.
Like ciphers.
Like ciphers. Like there's words for the cipher, but it's not like sentences.
It's like
Because I was
Latin
just
in a way.
reading it earlier.
Yeah.
Secret mix of dialect, jargon, and code that allows you to hide messages in a seemingly normal conversation.
Okay. Then you need to convey it. Yeah, like I said, you need to convey it through your actual words, versus like.
Right. Right.
Like speaking in
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Right, but considering Icarus knows how to do this,
What do you say?
what I communicate...
What are your words?
I don't, come on, man, I don't know how to do this. Icarus knows, I don't know.
Tell me how yours. Yeah, you got some horses.
Sure, just like that.
You have little horses on the side?
Bristle.
Okay. Okay. Make a charisma check.
Just straight charisma.
Just straight charisma.
I suck, dude.
What'd you roll?
1 + 2.
You see the red check kind of zoom tight. Now, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you got away from our property.
We're looking for some horses.
Terms. We don't sell horses.
I just saw a barn up there and I thought that you might have some extras.
Well, we don't sell none. Not strangers.
We were recommended here by a friend of mine named Briswold.
Kind of gives you a sly look. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm still looking for rocks.
Okay. Oh, wait, you find one that's round.
Just like feeding them to Zephaniah.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Okay, a lot better. Yeah. Friend of Griswold. My mistake. You are here to dine in excellence, I suppose?
Of course.
Well,
Certainly.
we're just about to serve dinner. Come on up here. He kind of leads you up the hill on the
So
horse.
hungry.
So, as he kind of leads you up, you see that there are lights within this large barn. And he kind of steps off the side.
It's really a club.
He kind of looks towards you and says, "Minimum's 200. That's starting."
Just to get in?
They with you?
Yes.
Keep an eye on him. So he kind of walks over, slides the door open. He fully believes you're in on whatever is going on. Opens the door, and you see that there are these kind of large set of stables kind of set out where you see horses, and you see people kind of walking around talking to each other with numbers. You see horses, and also some other animals. You see some interesting creatures. These large kind of reptilian ones. You see what appears to be an elephant, a tiger, a large beaked owl bear with a white coat of feathers.
Does it look like the ones we encountered on the road?
It does not. Not the same.
Miss Donnie, can you think very hard for a moment?
Yes. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, can't speak with animals. I don't.
Is that what you meant?
No.
Are you doing this secretly, or are you just going to cast it?
Gonna do it secretly if I can.
Sleight of hand. check.
Wait, actually, hold on. Before I do that, I'm starting to think about it, and I go, and then I talk until people. I'm like, did you mean for me to cast Speak with Animals?
No.
Is this what you meant for me to do?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna like put my hand like.
The lizard on your shoulder.
What is it you need?
And this is,
Yeah,
In
telepathy.
ten.
You guys have opened up a yep. And this time's
as I gather, this seems to be an illegal auction house.
I would assume the elephant and the owl bear would kind of beckon towards that.
While we typically would be looking for horses, the elephant could be nice for load bearing.
And charging. You can.
Yeah, looking at the elephant, it does actually have a large kind of mount on its back, with what appears to be carpets and kind of different stations, but it does have a little small platform that is kind of resting there.
I'm just not sure, unless we can barter really well, even if we pool all our money together, I'm not sure what we could get.
That's what we need to figure out, is how much
'Cause
we can get together.
I think
He said the minimum's 200, so I
Minimum's
assume that's the
200.
starting bid.
Are there horses here?
There are horses, yeah. There are horses kind of on the other side. Some very fine horses, some less interesting, but all of these creatures are above par for anything that you would see in a stable.
So
I go to the
anything-
nicest looking horse I see.
Okay.
do you think that you should be the one to do the talking with the
Perception
sales people to try and figure out what's the best for basing, specifically the pursuit?
I will do that.
If you want me to speak with the animals to see if
You see a nice horse with some
Just like
white
that.
spots on it.
Can
It's a
I-
nice horse.
You
Can I
do
look
that,
to see if there's anything
try
else
to-
rideable besides the elephant
Try
and
to
the
also
horses?
telepathically
Sure,
communicate with
make
the
a-
others to
make
figure
a-
out how
make
much
a
we have altogether.
Perception check.
I have just over 100 gold.
I have about.
You can ask for
300.
help if you want somebody to help you.
Can I ask the guy how much for the horse that I'm looking at, just to get like a base?
You're asking like one of the auctioneers
Because
nearby?
then if I know how much this random horse is, maybe I can gauge the
Well-
prices of the others.
Looking here at this horse, I'd say that if you want to just outright buy it, well, I'll sell it to you for 300.
All right, thank you. Nice to know.
It's a good one.
But the bids start later, so you can either purchase them beforehand, cut out the competition, the best offer, or we'll start bidding later. Maybe you can get it for a lower price.
What is your nicest horse? I know that's a random question, but...
Kind of points down that way. Nice? Yes. Dangerous? Yes.
What about fast and reliable?
Wait.
Fast? Yes. Dangerous? Yes. He kind of points towards this horse a little bit further down with this kind of shimmering black skin. It's a bit leathery. And you kind of notice that the mane is kind of these an assortment of fins that kind of go down its back and kind of on its side.
Can that go in the water?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. They go in the water. Go in the water fast.
And before bidding, straight out, how much is this one?
500.
Alright.
And that could probably carry, what, 2 people?
Could carry 2 people. It is larger than the other horses, so if there was a smaller person, I'd say 3.
And there's only one of them?
There's only one.
What would you recommend for a race, a
If we
pursuit?
could, it would help a lot
if you
for getting
might.
down the river.
Kelpie in the back, for sure. Points towards the black horse.
Kelpie.
One of the other 5, one of the other horses would be fine.
What about your unusual mounts?
Over there, you see the elephant. One of the best. One of those hard to pass by, and we have documents for all of these animals that will pass by standard Roskar.
I trust you.
That being said, if you're looking for something a bit more unorthodox, I check over there with my partner over there. Kind of gestures towards the other half of the barns. Where you see the section of horses kind of stop, and another gate kind of opens up, and through it, kind of just peering, you can see the first thing you recognize is a large reptile of sorts.
Like the one that...
Another basilisk.
Is it like the one that,
Like a behir?
what's her name?
Or
Kallies
like
had?
a lizard?
Can we go check
Like
those
Kallies,
out?
yeah. So going in there, walking by the auctioneer and kind of passing through the group, a lot of people are looking at the lizard on your shoulder. You notice.
I'm just gonna kind of like turn on my
Yeah.
zoning in face. And
So
just
as you get into this place,
my disinterested self.
you see these kind of large, chromatic colored drakes, like yours, but much larger, about the size of a horse. As they kind of are pacing in these metal crates, just kind of looking about. Some of them resting, some of them watching, some of them with more of an intelligence behind the eyes as they do this.
How many are there?
There are 5.
And do they only mount one person?
You could probably fit 2 on them.
How much
Maybe
for one of those?
As kind of going up to this auctioneer, a woman, half elf, and she kind of looks over. Well, this one will probably run you about 700 each if you're going to buy them outright. But like everything else here, auctions start at 200. If you'd like to wait.
If you were to be entering into the pursuit, what would you recommend? To keep my eye on for bidding.
Drakes are fine. The horses are more practical. I checked down there though, and she kind of points, and you see that you actually recognize a few people who were in the Brass Lion from earlier. You recognize the Red Dragonborn with the group of gnomes, and you recognize Silas and Matt, who are also there. And as they're kind of, the 2 groups are kind of eyeing up and down what appear to be these large birds. With kind of, they don't have large wings, but they are large birds with huge beaks on them.
What's the price on those? Flat.
The birds,
Yes.
500 up front.
500 up
What
front.
are they?
Are you asking them? Or?
Well, like, can you explain what they look like a little bit?
So they appear to kind of, they are these birds with very kind of large heads and these kind of large, sharp hooked beaks, definitely meant for ripping apart prey. You see that they have these 2 massive, strong legs, meant for running real fast, and these kind of very kind of thick, short torsos. You could probably fit 2 people on them, but their wings are very much vestigial. They're not for flying, but you kind of see as they kind of walk around and kind of pace, definitely like they are watching everybody in this room. Hard to tell what they're thinking, but there is an intelligence behind the eyes.
So how's the handling on one of those?
Well, I'd say that if you could properly bond with it, it would be the best damn mount you'd ever find. But that's just my professional opinion. They're smart. They get to know you. They get to anticipate you what you want. Not only that, but they're go-getters. They're motivated. They understand simple commands as well. Very intelligent birds.
How much faster than a horse?
Well, depends on the horse. Now, if you're looking at the Kelpie back there, then I would say probably not as fast. But a standard horse, you're definitely looking at a much increased amount of speed.
But these birds are reliable, not just fast.
They're reliable, but they can be temperamental. So, treat them well and they'll treat you with such kindness.
Is the
Chris,
Kelpie the
what
water
do you think
horse?
about this? And I'm gonna, as soon as I say that, I'm opening up a channel towards Vickers.
I don't know, man. I don't fully know what to think about it.
So this one,
Do you think it's
like,
worth it if we pull the
was how much?
I need to know how much we have
The
altogether.
bird was,
The birds
If
are
we can
to
get-
buy them up front is 500 each.
and then the water horse was.
700.
If we can get the two of them, I think it would be well worth our while.
We'd have to have 1,000 in all to get both if we wanted to just get them and beat the others.
I'm gonna ask the, or sorry, go on.
No, I have 371.
393.
Well, I have a private channel with him right now, so
Oh, I see.
it's just.
My
Right.
bad.
And I have 100, so that's 470 between the two of us. We can barely get one.
We'd have to talk to the others.
Wait, you only have 100 gold? What did you spend your gold on?
The crossbow.
And now I'm talking out loud. You thinking it's worth it?
It may be. It may be. I'm gonna like just kind of quickly point to my head and like kind of gesture to the other two for Nastani. And then I'm gonna ask the she was a half elf we've been talking with. Do you know the order in which these creatures are going to be auctioned?
We start at the end and move back. So we'll
Which-
start with the more simple things, the horses, and then we'll move back to the more exotic creatures.
Okay, so looking at that then, from what she said, it's the, what do they call it? The water horse, whatever they
The
call
Kelpie.
it. The Kelpie.
Yeah, so it'd go from normal horses to the elephant, to the Kelpie, to the drakes, to the big birds.
Okay.
So
Well, the birds is the top priority, but they're
theoretically,
pretty
would it be faster if we got one Kelpie and one ostrich thing?
What-
Or would it be faster for us all to have 4 horses?
The ostrich, those don't fly. Is
They
it-
do not fly, no. They do not fly.
Because we also have luggage.
Are you asking the? Are you nearby the auctioneer?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is kind of like an open conversation between us all.
they do come with saddles and saddle bags if that's what you're wishing.
Included in the price?
Included in the price.
But I'm saying theoretically, would it be faster to have separate horses, or for us to get one Kelpie and one ostrich?
The Kelpie would outpace it. You'd have to slow down on the Kelpie.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the Kelpie is much more temperamental than any of the birds.
Really?
Oh, incredibly. But
Mm.
it is much faster. And quite the steal for only 700.
Mm.
I want to like find a corner and kind of like bring us together in my wings.
Okay. Sure.
How
The
much do we
only
have between
one
the
that's
four of us?
good with animal handling is her.
How much do we have between us?
I've got 545.
371.
393, sorry.
So we could get the 2 birds if we
Off the bat.
pulled all
Just-
of your
You guys
money.
could, if you want to. None of them have been bought yet.
If we want to.
There are 3.
And these we see already the other
I could go.
champions are eyeing these birds as
I
well.
could go talk to the birds.
I would
Let's see.
say
I
at
might
this
try
point,
as well.
you watch as Silas walks over, takes out a sack and hands it to.
Did he
the
buy
half
one of
elf.
them?
And you watch as he kind of walks down. And he's pointing out one of the birds.
How many were there to begin
There's
with?
3.
Okay, so now there's 2 left.
I think we
There's
should
two
go
left.
buy them.
Alright.
I'm I have the least money to contribute, so I need everyone else's
What do we
consent.
think?
before
I
we
guess
go.
2 of the birds. Unless y'all want to. We don't have enough to get Kelpie in a bird, do we?
I
The
also
Kelpie is too
We might,
temperamental.
but
it'd be a disadvantage. I feel.
it would be best if we could match our 2 birds.
And what's the point of getting the Kelpie if only one of us can go in water?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I
I guess it's settled.
So we're gonna break our little huddle.
Okay.
And I want to go over first and kind of try. I don't know, would these things speak Aarakocra?
Let me
I feel like Icarus should know that, right?
I'm gonna-
Icarus would know that. I would say, looking at them, they are not the bird looking at the bird.
I was
A
gonna.
weird
I can-
morality question.
I can-
Do you?
That's
Is this
Icarus.
wrong?
Icarus, I can talk to them if you want.
well, hang on. Let me think if I can.
let
By that I
me,
mean get an answer from the DM.
double check. And you're trying to gauge the intelligence of this creature, or see if
I-
it would.
Suppose.
I would say make an insight check on it as you kind of walk up to this large gray one with these kind of bright blue feather tips. As you do, you kind of watch as the feathers kind of frill up towards you.
6.
It is definitely paying attention and kind of keeping eyes with you. See forward-facing eyes and a bit unnerving. Bless you.
Thank you.
Mm.
I'm just
You
gonna.
can attempt to say something if you want.
Yeah, I guess just in Aarakocra, I'll just kind of like mutter, almost like sweet nothings, like just
Okay.
"You're a beauty, aren't you?" or something like that,
Bless
like
you.
you might with a horse.
Make an animal handling check.
What are these things called?
Yes, an auctioneer. Terror birds.
19.
19. As you do this, you see it kind of shuffle and hunch over a little bit, and kind of the clattering of the beak underneath. Kind of, it's not vocalizing anything, but just kind of this loud clacking noise comes from it.
Is there a sense that it understands what I'm saying?
It seems curious. It's
Okay.
definitely paying attention to you as you talk to it.
Mm. I'm gonna go over to Icarus and I'm gonna like tap my head. I'm gonna hand you my coin and I'm gonna try and talk to them. That way, if anybody else tries to approach to buy these, just go buy them.
So
Talk to
he's
the
gonna go
others.
buy them.
Yeah.
I touch him and I cast guidance.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and I'm just gonna kind of look at the 2.
Okay. Are you guys sneakily casting spells? There are people watching.
I mean, it's kind of just
I'm
like I'm just
sneakily-
doing
I'm-
it like
Yeah, guidance,
this.
you just touched somebody.
I'm sneakily doing it.
Sleight of
It's
hand check.
yeah, it's verbal and
Can I spread my wings and kind of cover her some?
yeah,
Yeah, so you guys are still in the huddle. So
it's verbal and systematic, right?
Somatic. Yes.
Somatic,
Yeah.
not systematic.
Yeah,
Oh.
just make a sleight of hand check.
I was like,
Systematic spell.
Systematic. Whoa, 10. But I'm in the huddle.
You're in the huddle, and I'm accounting for the huddle. Unfortunately, there are several people here with a very high passive, even
Fair
with
enough.
the huddle protection of +3. As you start casting something, you hear a voice. Excuse me,
Yes.
can you not?
Not what?
And are you looking to see who it is, or just stay?
Yeah,
in the
I'm just gonna kind of like peek up.
You see it's Silas.
Hey.
No spellcasting here. You're gonna get us kicked out.
That's a good point.
Fair enough.
Let's go ahead and count those birds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
And can I read the room and kind of see how much haggling could be possible here?
Let's just
Sure.
do it,
Make
though.
make an insight check. Go for it.
I'm just worried that they're gonna get
Yeah,
gotten before.
I
while we're
say
doing
we
all
just go
this.
ahead and fucking pay the full
Me
price.
too.
Okay, that's an unnatural 20.
You get the sense that everybody here is a hard auctioneer. Those who are selling, those are that these people would probably be nowhere near as loose with rules or prices, say as Kallies would.
Right.
These people obviously went through a lot of toil to get these animals here and are going to get their money's worth.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But you can try.
All right. So I'll
So how much do we
So
need
it's-
collectively?
So it's 500 for
500
each
each.
bird.
And
So
I just tell the auctioneer, we're going to buy those 2 birds. Let's just count it up really quick.
She got it. All right. Well,
okay.
I'll get everything sorted. Once you get the money over, I'll commence the transfer.
okay. Venna,
Okay.
should you have how much? To like I'm like counting my coin.
I have 393.
All right.
Such fun numbers.
All right.
Nope.
Even. Well, that's because I'm
sad.
sorry.
Okay.
If I just handed someone a gold, 3 silver, and 5 copper, then I'd have an even 100. If that works for you.
So how much were they a piece?
500. 500 to buy outright.
Okay.
So I'm doing 100
So,
for mine.
So, I'll put. We could each put 200. You put 100, and
then take a full 5.
Take my full 5.
From
That's fine.
Darrow.
or well, I could. I'm trying to think.
Okay, what if I do
Or
300?
how about
I do have that.
Icarus and I? You give me your 100, and I'll pay the rest.
Okay.
And then
so we'll do. So you're doing 4, I'm doing 1, and y'all 2 just combine for
250.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
So you got the money together?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to her and be like, all right, to buy in bulk, I'll give you 900 for 2 of them.
You see the expression kind of from this pleasant disposition immediately turned down. Make a persuasion check.
It's worth a shot.
Right?
And you can
Aha!
add your,
13.
you can add your thing I just gave you is why I gave it
Oh
to
yeah.
you.
What was
A
guidance?
D4.
D4. This is gonna be so much better.
Get a 1.
That brings it to 16.
16. She looks at you. You're gonna have to wait until the auction if you would like to get it at a cheaper price.
Let's lock it down, Icarus.
All right.
There's no point.
I'll just count out the 1,000.
She counts it out too, just kind of transfers over. Once she's collected the gold, she sets it on the pouch. Excellent, thank you for your patronage. Now, follow me this way.
So I'm giving 400. You're giving 100.
250.
250 apiece.
Cool.
She kind of walks around. Right, so we have blue one and then we have red one. Should do, yes.
Yeah.
They do not have names. You may choose that, but if we were to give them names, they would be attached or there would be a fear of attachment. Understood?
Right.
Attached or fear of attachment?
Yes. That being said,
They don't want them to be attached to them, the sellers.
Okay, I see.
that being said, try to keep them away from cities, unsupervised as much as possible. Try to stable them if you can. These are temperamental birds and are known to be very hungry carnivores. They do not eat plants.
What do you feed on?
Meat. They eat horses usually.
Understood.
Sounds expensive.
Are the cows outside the barn for sale at all?
No, they are for appearances, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, you do have to have farm-like appearances. So.
Correct.
All right. Do they come with saddlebags? You said.
They do. Saddles, fully saddled, mounted. They're ready to go.
Thank you much.
Of course. She kind of walks over and kind of opens the cage and kind of grabs the reins on one of them, kind of pulls it down, and kind of as
Is
it
there
comes
a-
down.
is
The
there a
blue
s-
one.
Is there a certain trick to calming them?
Well, they are broken, but nothing too standard of a deviation of how you would train a horse.
Thank you.
They're just a lot taller and more.
This whole time
Biting.
I've been kind of holding.
Yeah,
Savannah
it's
down.
you see that is looking, kind of eyeing your little lizard.
I'll take one.
Okay. So there's this kind of gray one where the tips of the feathers kind of turn this kind of blue to gold, and then there is this bright red one with this kind of orange tips at the end of the feathers. So there are those two, and you guys can take them, whichever ones you want.
There's a red and blue
Where-
one.
There's a red one, and then there's a gray one with blue feather.
Can I look at that? The blue feathered one?
I'm gonna ask the auctioneer, like, where would be the best place to stable these?
I would suggest taking them outside somewhere, or not
Here?
Not here. The stables should accommodate them for. Just tell them you got them in Cilicia.
Got them at Cilicia.
You received them in an auction in Cilicia, as the papers say. She hands you 2 sets of papers.
I want to study the details of the papers.
Okay, yeah. So studying the details of the paper, You see that the paper says that these were bought and paid for in full at Amber Agari, north of the Great Grasslands.
I do see that. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
I've probably been there a lot.
You probably have.
So
It's one of the outer cities.
Okay.
And that these birds traveled through King's Crag.
So, as far as if anybody asks, Icarus, should we say that our sponsor bought them for us, or?
I think as far as the pursuit is concerned,
I think if we,
I think we
play stupid, the sponsor bought them for us. Kind of keeps it.
I say we gauge it out until if we get reaction from them, then we say something.
I'm not saying we
don't
bring
need to
it up,
volunteer
but if somebody
information, but
asks,
I think I could pass off the idea that I bought them while I lived in Cilicia.
all right.
And
I
travel
like
through
playing
King's
stupid,
Crag.
so I'll stay out of that one.
Yes, I'm sure you could do that convincingly.
Should we head back
Thanks.
then? I'm nervously holding Zifana now.
Yeah. Okay. Who's taking what bird?
I'll hop on the red one.
So you guys guide them out the back of the entrance, or she kind of guides you guys. Opening up the stables, leave down the hill, go around it once you get to the bottom.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patronage.
I guess it would make sense for the rangers to ride in the back, and
To be able
the
to
tanks in the front.
shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have now exited with your large investment of bird.
No.
Oh God, no! Why? Oh no.
Happened last time.
I don't know where the switch is on that. Is it on your side?
Yep.
Flick it. Oh, well,
No.
that's too bad.
Well,
That's fine. It'll just be dark here.
It's not bad.
That being said, as you guys head out with the birds, you have only a few days left before the start of the race. And as you do, you see that the Dragonborn and the gnomes kind of heading out, who had just left before you, walking off with the white drake, and he kind of looks over his shoulder and kind of like.
I'm gonna.
he just does this and just keeps walking. But you see him, and you see Silas as well, hopping on his. The bird he bought was all black with red feathered tips. And as they are, everybody's kind of just snaking out. You see that they're kind of waiting each turn to go around. But
I'm gonna kind of while we're waiting for our turn to stagger, I'm gonna kind of take Zifana and tuck her underneath my cloak, in the middle of my back, so where her head is peeking out from under my cloak.
bites your shoulder.
I'm gonna give her a rock, and it's just
Takes a
you
rock.
just stop
Let's
doing
go
that.
All right.
Just to kind of keep her tucked in.
All right. So the birds are tamed. They are trained. But both of you who are riding them, I need you guys to make an animal handling check for me.
Can I cast?
Unfortunately, I already asked for the check, so
Yeah.
so just make that, and then you cast whatever afterwards.
Sucks because it would make more sense for the actual animal handler to handle the
11?
animal, but
11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
mine's a 17.
Okay.
I'm on his bird. His bird.
Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. Okay. So easy enough. You were able to kind of put one foot on the stirrup and pull yourself up and press yourself on top of this giant red terror bird. Kind of sit comfortably, and Nastani, you're able to get up there as well. Easy enough. Saddle seats too. You see that there are bags right behind you for storing various items. They're not very big, but they're there. You see it strapped down pretty nice. However, Rena, as you go to pull your bird, you feel it kind of pulling back as it sees the open wild for a second and starts to pull away, but you are strong enough that you hold down the head of the bird, kind of just keep it walking forward with you.
Can I cast Warding Bond?
What does that do?
It's only for an hour, but it is going to create a mystic connection between me and this bird.
Okay.
While it's within 60 feet of me, it gains +1 bonus to AC saving throws and is resistant to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, I take the same amount.
Okay.
And again, it's only an hour, but I can release it with a action.
Okay, go for it. So you cast it. Bird calms down for a bit, and the two of you are able to kind of mount it.
I talk sweetly to it.
Continues on.
Well, Ren, I think we need to name this.
Good idea, Icarus.
I think since it seems to be from Cilicia, it seems only fair that we should name it after the legend of Balkan Goral.
What's that legend?
It's a old story in Cilicia around the coastline of almost a vengeful legend or spirit that fought off some hordes of pirates who were pillaging the coast.
So, what were the names? They were
Balkan Goral.
Balkan Goral. I like it.
Well, let's call this one Groll.
It's an ugly name.
Yep, I was thinking the same, but you seem set on it, aren't you, Icarus?
I was gonna name this one Parry.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looks like a parrot.
You said Balak? Balk?
Balkan.
Balkan. Balkan Goral. Balkan. Balk. Balkan. I'm just going back on the Balk. Balk.
What do you think? Does Parry work? Is that...
But you are fond of nicknames.
I
I
vote
guess-
Perry.
I like Balkan.
Well, there's two of them.
There's two.
Y'all made everything hard, didn't you?
Balkan
I don't know. We can
Harry.
figure it out down the road. We don't have to name them right now.
Okay, so.
I feel like
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals now that they're
Oh, yeah.
are actual animals. And I'm... what should I say? I had something in my head. Well, companions, what would you like to be called? And I'm talking to the birds.
You see immediately the bird look confused at you and just
It's
the head
okay.
kind of.
We are allies.
Oh,
We will help you.
oh,
I know you like to eat.
oh,
We are your friends
oh,
and your allies,
oh.
including this one. And I'm going to point to something. I know. But we will only help you get the best meals you can if you help us.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yep.
18.
18. See the red one kind of looks at you up and down. The head kind of swiveled almost completely around him. Deal.
What do you like to be called?
We have no names.
No names?
We have no names.
Do you like to be called? Nice name.
Never had a name.
Would you like one?
Never had one.
Am I understanding any of this?
No.
Okay.
This is also-
This is happening in regular bird.
This is like duration 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, what if we were to give you names? That way we would let you know when we have a meal for you.
Agreeable.
Agreeable?
Agreeable.
Alright. Give me a moment and I'll give you one. Alright, we need to name them.
What if we name this one Jim?
I think maybe... Okay, well... I think that something fierce like the legend or something might be better suited because we are going into a champion's pursuit and I feel like maybe if we're racing on these magnificent... Because I'm aware that they can
They
understand.
can understand what you're saying.
Yeah. If
I just want to make sure, you know, the names are easy to remember and are cute and clever
I don't
and easy to remember.
I don't know if Jim qualifies under.
I know plenty of other Cilician stories. There's
I do.
Marvis Darren is a guardian of travelers.
Marvelous.
That may be fitting. Or there is, of course, the story of Urena.
Well,
That's-
here's another thing. So I know on paper it says they're from Cilicia, but we don't really know where they're actually from.
Ness, do you want to ask them?
Where are you from?
Grasslands.
Grasslands? Where's the grasslands?
It's grasslands in Celestia.
So,
That's actually the area they said they were from, so they might actually have been stolen from there, and they said they bought them there.
lovely. Lovely.
Okay.
Alright,
Marvis Darren. The story of Marvis Darren specifically originates from the grasslands that they're from.
Darren. It's too close to your name.
Marvis and what was that other name you said?
Marvis Darren.
Do we know the genders of the birds? Or are they just like birds?
You can ask them. I would say birds are very hard to tell in
Fair enough.
general, but you
Fair
can
enough.
ask.
I'm assuming that
Feels weird to ask.
the red one's probably a male because it seems like birds typically are like more flashy if they're dudes, right?
Yeah. Well, the other one's
I
blue.
think that's right, yeah, because like cardinals, right?
Yeah.
I would say ties on to something.
But it's a red and a blue, right?
There's a red and a gray with blue
Gray with
feather
blue.
tips.
I think you're right. So what was the other legend after Marvin?
Urena.
Urena. What do you think of Marvin and Urena? Marvindale, Darrow, Marvindale.
I like it. We can even call her Rena for short.
There's
Rena
Marvis.
and Rena. Rena. And I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I'm really sleepy.
So we can call the red one Marvis.
Marvis.
And
yes.
the blue, or the gray one, Urena.
Urena. Marvis and Urena.
Rena.
What do you think of those? Marvis and Urena.
Fine.
Did we guess
Fine.
your genders correct?
Fine.
My companions want to know if we guessed correctly.
Yes.
Yes? Well, Marvis and Urena, we will be your companions, and we will help you find good meals if you help us.
And what are these birds called?
They're called
Terror?
terror birds.
That means you have to cooperate with us so we can help you. Yes?
Tell
Right.
them we'll be friends forever.
Friends forever, partnership.
Food first.
Food first? Yes.
Let's go hunting.
So,
Alright.
so you guys have finally kind of given a minute since the Dragonborn left. You guys eventually walk around the hill.
See any wild boars or anything?
Not this close to the city, unfortunately.
Hoping to save some
Should
cash
we go
on the.
far away from the city?
You guys take them in the city, just don't leave them unattended.
I just mean like to go hunting because they want food really fast.
Well, we could buy something in town, but
Where's a meat castle when you need one?
I hate you.
Wait,
My first castle I've ever seen. A fake castle.
I really
Darby,
hope we
I'm
run
looking at
across a
Darby right
better castle than
Not
that.
you, Ethan. It's fine.
The inventor of meat castles.
It's fine.
So it's just us left behind now?
Yeah, you guys can go.
Okay, now that everyone's gone, I can finally drop that act. I always hated acting like that. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Alright, let's go hunting. I want to go hunting. Let's go hunting.
I wasn't even acting.
So, with that, you guys going hunting? Alright.
Guess
hunting with
so.
Terror birds as you guys stomp off to the nearest group of trees and brush. That is where we will leave off tonight's game. Yes.
Yeah.
So, you going hunting? Okay. Buy a pig.
I mean, saving
I
some
have
money.
no
We just
money.
spent a lot of money.
We did
We
spend
spent
a lot of money.
Again,
Yeah.
trust
You guys-
between us.
You guys have like 2 gold to buy a single pig carcass. Come on. Come
Oh
on.
wow.
Come on.
Is that
I
really?
do not actually have 2 gold.
Maybe we
You're
I'll be honest with
You
you.
have 1.5.
maybe we discuss it amongst ourselves whenever we discover that.
Oh my gosh.
Next
Okay.
week.
Next week. Anyway,
Okay.
well, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It's been a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the Wayward 7. Obviously, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell at the top to let you guys know.
We'll see you next year.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Yeah, I'm killing your character.